Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
Tonight, we investigate a whistleblower complaint that students are being served spoiled food at Bagley High School. Thanks for joining us this evening. We received a photo of a container of moldy applesauce. However, as Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us, sometimes complaints that are fueled by social media don't tell the whole story.
A Bagley High School student claims she recently opened this container of moldy applesauce that was served at school. The photo was posted on Facebook, and the story is now hot on social media. However, the photo does not put things into perspective. Bagley schools serve 150,000 meals a year, and like other schools, they depend on carton after carton of federally subsidized food. The moldy applesauce in question was found in just one single container.
That particular item, it was federal commodities that we receive in our school district. Apparently a seal or something had broken on that commodity and caused that applesauce to be moldy.
I talked with around a dozen students and parents here at Bagley High School. None of them had any major complaints about the quality of food being served. What do you think of the quality of food at lunch? Have you had any problems?
No, not really.
No problem?
It's good.
It's good?
Yeah, that's the first time that I've ever seen anything.
Okay, you think that's just an isolated incident, that photo that was sent in?
Yeah.
Even a parent who has complained to the school about the food admits things happen. It was an isolated incident, this moldy applesauce, out of thousands and thousands of meals.
I agree. Things happen. Things can happen.
Do you think a lot of this stuff gets blown out of proportion on social media?
It really does, and that's too bad. It seems to have gotten some legs, and that's unfortunate. It certainly isn't a regular occurrence at our school.
From Bagley, Minnesota, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
We also checked out this story with the Minnesota State Health Department. A spokesperson says the Bagley High School cafeteria has an exemplary inspection record. And if you need help in covering an issue in your community, call our whistleblower hotline. That's at 701-237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. Police are looking for a 25-year-old man after an arrest warrant was issued relating to the death of a Fargo woman last August. Joseph Greeman is facing a number of charges. Court documents say he moved the body of Casey Jo Schulte, knowing she had died in an unusual or suspicious manner. Documents go on to say Greeman was the first to discover a dead body and didn't immediately report it. A former NDSU student, Schulte, was found dead in a Fargo apartment garage last August, and her family has been waiting for answers. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson spoke with Schulte's mom, who says they may never have closure. She has more on this story at 6 on KVLY. A tense situation downtown last night as police responded to reports of a stabbing at the Broadway Hotel Apartments. Was this a serial stabber? Well, we've learned today that the man at the center of last night's stabbing incident in downtown Fargo, which was charged with stabbing another man just under a year ago. Valley News Team's Bradford Eriks asked the state's attorney's office why this person wasn't locked up for good, so he couldn't do it again.
This whole block was shut off last night as Fargo police were investigating why Herbert Brady was involved in stabbing another man again. But as the investigation continues, just like last year's incident, it's not as cut and dry as you might think.
Mr. Brady was arrested for stabbing another individual. As the case developed through the court system, additional information was presented to our office indicating that Mr. Brady may have been acting in self-defense.
Assistant State's Attorney Tristan Van de Streek showed me last year's police reports. The stack of papers shows how another man approached Herbert Brady, escalated a long-running feud, and somewhere in the fight, a knife was dropped and Brady picked it up, stabbing the other man.
As this case progressed through the system, the facts and details became a little muddier. So we thought that the appropriate disposition was a misdemeanor disposition.
Van de Streek says Brady did serve some jail time and had fines to pay in connection with last year's incident. He adds witness statements are often not clear. People tend to lie and evidence can be confusing.
Our job as prosecutors isn't just to lock everybody up and throw the key away. Our job is try to be fair, try to get a good outcome, and we also have to work with the facts that we're given.
Brady remains in the Cass County Jail while this latest incident is being investigated. Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
The state's attorney's office tells us they are still awaiting police reports and documents from the Fargo Police Department. We'll update you when we know more. And some of our viewers have seen snow today, but who has to worry about it tonight? Let's go ahead and find out from meteorologist Robert Hahn in First Weather. Robert?
Some viewers have seen some snow, and some lucky viewers have seen some sunshine off towards the west. Still a few lingering flakes in our far southeastern counties, but those will be dissipating over the next little while. Temperatures in most areas upper 20s and low 30s, but off towards the west, where we did see a bit of sunshine, we warmed up into the upper 30s and low 40s in our western counties. That a taste of things to come for the entire region as we head through the next several days. Winds, hardly a whisper of winds in many areas. In fact, calm in a bunch of locations, and we'll see some rather light winds as we head through the overnight hours. Wind chills are negligible. There is the clearing line off towards the west. That'll continue to slide off towards the east as we head through the rest of the evening. Underneath those clouds, again, just a few lingering flakes of snow in our far southeastern counties. That will continue to slide on out of here over the next few hours. As we head through the next few hours here in Fargo, temperatures steady right around 30 degrees. Maybe dropping down into the upper 20s by the 9 o'clock hour. We'll bottom out in the mid-20s as we head through the overnight hours tonight, but a big warm-up begins as we head through your Thursday. How warm do we get? We'll let you know coming up in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Robert. The Fargo Public School Board now has an update on its year-long budget. Right now, the district has $1.7 million in under-realized revenues, which seems like a large figure, but their whole budget is over $145 million. When we sat down with the business manager for the district, he explained that $1.7 million is only 1% of the year-long school budget.
It's a large number. I couldn't write you a personal check for it, but I certainly understand that with a large organization, small percentages of a large number are a large number, and people need to keep that in perspective and understand that every year we monitor our budgets on a regular basis.
Leitz wants the public to know that under-realized revenues isn't the same thing as a budget deficit. He adds once the Fargo Public Schools fiscal year ends on June 30th, then they'll have a better idea of whether or not they planned accordingly.